Cardano's up over 130%, but now everyone has this big question: how high can it go? Some data-backed predictions suggest it could reach anywhere between $1 and $6 by July of 2025. This would double its previous all-time high of $3. But what's the truth? Can it actually reach $6 like reasonably? There's tons of news coming out, ranging from whales hopping on board to Bitcoin partnerships, and I'm going to cover everything you need to know and do an objective analysis. Cardano, it's been making waves, obviously. It was recently voted as the most serious contender to dethrone Ethereum, according to a poll with 27,000 participants. And more impressive than that is Cardano's rapidly approaching a milestone of 100 million transactions, just showing how widely used this project has been. But who's making all these transactions? The Cardano community. Cardano's brand doesn't get talked about enough. Here we can see an analysis of the intimacy scores of the strongest brands in the world. This is a third-party analysis. We see the obvious contenders: Disney, Apple, Netflix, YouTube, but coming in at number 26, the 26th most valued brand in the world is none other than Cardano. Cardano actually ranked higher than HBO, and it's the highest ranked crypto, even more than Bitcoin. It's nuts to think about, and I only see that getting stronger. But when it comes to price, there's a couple factors that are really driving things here. The reasons why this thing's really surging. First, Cardano's founder, Charles Hoskinson, he's aiming to set up shop in some capacity in Washington. His goal is to drive new crypto policies and take down regulation that has been really holding back the crypto industry and holding back other industries from holding crypto. He's aiming to work with the US government, so this is a massive deal. If he's successful, it's going to mean a lot of press for Cardano and a lot of capital flowing into the Cardano ecosystem and goodwill for crypto. So, high tide raises all ships. This would help not only Cardano, but crypto in general, which helps Cardano. That's part of the bull case. Good press on a project with excellent reputation, plus huge capital inflows. You do the math, you do the calculations. What's your price predictions? We're already seeing some of the results. I'm going to reveal my portfolio gains later in this video. It's been crazy. Like, the last month has been insane for my portfolio. Now, I do have to be honest though, the more I look at Cardano, the more it makes sense. But $6, is that really possible? Like, that's a huge gain from here on an asset that's already worth multiple billions of dollars. So let's look at the facts. In its last bull run, Cardano didn't have that much going on for itself. It was exciting the fact that they were about to get smart contracts, and it still reached $3. Now, a lot has changed since then. Now it has a massive, passionate community, 26th largest brand in the world, and has these countless projects and businesses that are built on the ecosystem. All this is best exemplified by this tweet. This guy, Alex, sold his house and worked using free Starbucks Wi-Fi just to develop a useful app for Cardano. And it seems to have paid off. On top of this, we've got the ongoing Voltaire update. This update allows holders of Cardano to directly govern the ecosystem. This is a truly decentralized crypto ecosystem. Now, that's one of those boring things that people don't really talk about when they're like hyping up a coin, because it's not like sexy, it's not exciting, but it's truly important for something to have a lifelong value within the ecosystem, the fact that users are actually in control of the thing. And next, we haven't even talked about the biggest piece of news of all. Cardano has secured a role as Bitcoin's first layer 1 DeFi. We cannot understate how big this is, but for some reason I haven't seen a good explanation of why this matters so much. So picture this. Imagine Cardano as a thriving city with a nice, robust local economy. It has various services and opportunities for its residents. However, this city of Cardano is somewhat isolated. Now envision Bitcoin as a massive metropolis known for its immense wealth and resources, but it lacks some diverse services and infrastructure. There's like the city of gold, but they're kind of in the Stone Age a little bit. The recent integration between Cardano and Bitcoin is like building a bridge between those two cities. This bridge is going to allow the free flow of resources between both of the cities. Now, for Cardano residents, this means access to greater wealth, because that bridge enables Cardano City to tap into Bitcoin's liquidity and massive financial opportunities. More than $1 trillion in Bitcoin sitting there that isn't really being used in DeFi. And for Bitcoin residents, this means access to better services and tools that they simply don't have at present. So it's a win-win, and I mean, it's very exciting. So there's a lot going on, but $6, does that make sense? One positive sign is the amount of ADA whale transactions. Last week, they absolutely skyrocketed. Data from Into the Block suggests that 63% of ADA transactions were in excess of $100,000, and just under 20% of the tokens were held by whales. All of this just points towards the fact that people with money seem to be putting their money into Cardano. And then, of course, we take all this Cardano news in conjunction with the fact that Bitcoin itself has just been extremely bullish in its price action. Optimism in general in the crypto market has been going up and up and up, which is great to see when we've had years of kind of doom and dread with a few little peaks. It seems like we're finally on the way out of that into a true bull market. And this is leading analysts to predict Cardano's price following previous trends. They think it's going to mirror its previous cycles of growth, leading to huge jumps in price from where we're at right now. Another analyst named Ali Martinez posted a chart predicting ADA might reach that all-time high of $6 as early as July to September of next year, an over 800% increase where we're sitting right now, even more if you calculate from a month back, which would be insane. Now this sounds big, but Hoskinson himself is so bullish that he thinks ADA is going to surpass ETH and Bitcoin. I mean, that would be amazing. But Ali's more realistic analysis, well, it's humble in comparison anyways, is based on Cardano achieving a similar recovery rate from its lowest level 4 years ago. Back then, Cardano dropped as low as 3 cents, only to pull off an insane recovery back to its all-time high of $3. So Martinez, the analysis here suggests that this can and will happen again, which would make for an insane 2025 for Cardano holders. And to top that off, for whatever this is worth, AI also seems to think Cardano is going to hit $6. So people have been making tons of money in crypto. Profits like this, and this have been popping up all over FINOVA. It's been a great time. My personal portfolio is up over $800,000 in the last year. And this is thanks to just a few calls I've made on FINOVA, like this 400% gain on SUI just a few months ago. That call would have been yours if you were just a member of FINOVA. Because of this, I'm going to do something special. Also to celebrate Cardano pumping so hard. I'm going to give away 1 month completely free of FINOVA. This will only go to the first 100 people who sign up and use the code Cardano. Once that runs out though, it runs out, so grab that while you can. I have never done this before. And I also haven't even told you about the best part of FINOVA. This is Kyle. He's our head of research. He is the resident trading genius. His portfolio just broke $3 million, which is absolutely insane when you realize he started with only $26 in his portfolio just a few years ago. He made that money through slowly trading his way up and being extremely risk averse the entire time. So you get to see every single one of his trades in real time as well on FINOVA, and members have been using his techniques to make profits like this, and this. So you can get all of that and so much more in the description below, 1 month totally free. But back to Cardano. Another rumor that's been floating around that might add fuel to the Cardano fire is plans for an Evote platform. This would be a blockchain-based voting system that's used to cut through any chance of voter fraud. This would appeal to Trump, who's been, vocal about his complaints about voter fraud. And so far, Cardano and HBAR will be supposedly working with X on a similar system. That said, not everyone is optimistic about Cardano hitting new all-time highs. Some analysts have compared its price action unfavorably to Solana, which has seen a massive pump nearing its all-time high and seems to have much more strength to reach new all-time highs, where ADA might be struggling to reach even half of its all-time high. Likewise, ADA's been looking overbought recently, which can trigger price corrections when people or whales start taking profits. But as of right now, looking at the price chart, Cardano smashed through its 57-cent resistance line. So maybe the bears are wrong. Maybe Cardano is tougher than they think it is. More good news comes in the form of partnerships though, this time with Ripple. Hoskinson praised the Ripple CEO as a great CEO and described their meeting as extremely collaborative. Ripple is a popular global payment and financial infrastructure, so a partnership here could open a lot of doors for Cardano. So Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, has said that rising tides lift all boats, that's what I said earlier, and called for a crypto unity against regulatory pressure, which is really the better way to think about this, not crypto versus crypto. It's crypto versus the established system that just isn't as good as it could be. So given Hoskinson's goal of repealing SEC rules and pushing more crypto positive legislation, a partnership here could do more for crypto than just Cardano's price. In more positive news, Robinhood has now added Cardano for trading on its platform. This is another good sign that, Cardano is getting more widespread in its adoption. But after Robinhood's behavior with GameStop, I don't know if I'd trust them with my money. That's up to you. Do what you ever want to do. But what do I think about Cardano's chances of hitting $6? Well, $6 is ambitious, but based on what I'm seeing here, if Hoskinson can make the moves that he's going to, if the community can take this momentum and really ride with it, we could be in for a wild 2025. So strap in, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.